ये जो एक्शन हुई है इसको हम कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे, वेदर द एक्शन इज ऑफ प्रेजेंट टेंस, पास्ट टेंस और फ्यूचर, क्या ये प्रेजेंट की है, पास्ट की है, फ्यूचर की है। फॉर दैट वी हैव set of rules, for that we have set of formulas, for that we have set of procedures, for that we have set of methods, you can say in other words। हमें ये स्टेटमेंट्स देखने हैं, हमें ये फार्मूलाज देखने हैं, हमें इन फार्मूलाज को सोचना है, ये फार्मूलाज देखने हैं कि इससे हमें पता चले विद द हेल्प ऑफ दीज फार्मूलाज, with the help of these formulas, with the help of these methods or procedures, we can say we can easily identify the sentence whether it belongs to present, past or future। We need to have knowledge of these formulas. We need to have knowledge of these formulas. Then we can only understand this present, past and future. So, I will explain these formulas, I will explain these methods, how you can identify present, how you can identify past and how you can identify future. So, we have in this table simply present, past and future. These are three main types of tenses. As you know very well that present, past and future are three main types of tenses. And each and every type of tense is having its subtype. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Present is having its 4 subtypes. Past is having its 4 subtypes. Future is having its 4 subtypes. So, formulas are given for each and every subtype. As we have for present simple or present indefinite, formula for present continuous, there is formula for present perfect, there is formula for present perfect continuous, there is formula 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can say that we have for each and every subtype we have different formulas, we have different methods, we have different procedures। हर किसी टेंस के लिए, चाहे वो सब टाइप हो प्रेजेंट का, चाहे वो सब टाइप हो पास्ट का, चाहे वो सब टाइप हो फ्यूचर का, हमें हर किसी सब टाइप ऑफ टेंस के लिए फार्मूलाज दिए गए हैं। एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ दीज फार्मूलाज यू कैन इजीली आइडेंटिफाई द सेंटेंस वेदर इट बिलोंग्स टू प्रेजेंट, पास्ट और फ्यूचर। With the help of these formulas, you can easily identify, you can easily recognize whether the statement, whether the sentence is of present, is of past or is of future. So what is the formula for present simple or you can say present indefinite? The formula for present simple or present indefinite is subject plus V1 plus O. This V1 is first form of verb and O is object. So we can say, whenever you will be asked, whenever you need to know, whenever you need to recognize, whenever you need to identify the sentence or a statement, what you have to do, you have to look at these things। आपको ये चीजें देखनी है। सबसे पहले आपको पता है कि प्रेजेंट सिंपल या प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट में हमारे पास सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट होता है, वर्ब होता है और ऑब्जेक्ट होता है, लेकिन इस वर्ब को देखना बहुत जरूरी है। ये वर्ब अगर V1 है, वर्ब की पहली फॉर्म है, फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब, इफ देयर इज सब्जेक्ट, if there is V1, if there is object in a sentence or in a statement, you can say this is obviously a sentence of present simple or present indefinite, you can say। What is the case with present continuous? For present continuous, we have formula subject plus AV. AV here means auxiliary verb, or you can say in other words, in simple means HV, helping verb. You can say auxiliary verb as well as helping verb। Then we have V1 means first form of verb ing plus O। So wherever you will see in a sentence or in a statement there is subject, there is auxiliary verb, there is V1, there is ing, there is O, the sentence, the statement is of present continuous tense। So question here arises, what auxiliary verb is? What helping verb is? Auxiliary verb or helping verb, we can say it's a type of verb which is added in the beginning of a main verb, we can say, which is added in the beginning of a principal verb, we can say। For example, I sing a song. There is an example, I sing a song। For example, we can say he is singing a song। He subject is auxiliary verb or helping verb and song is main verb। We can say auxiliary verb or helping verb is a type of verb which is added in the beginning of a main verb. So in present continuous we have subject, we have auxiliary verb, but auxiliary verb in present is always is, am, or. Auxiliary verb in present tense, we are talking about present tense, not past and future. We are talking about present. So in present tense we have auxiliary verb is, am, or. So wherever you will see subject and auxiliary verb is, am, or plus V1 plus ing plus O. This V1 is first form verb. First form of verb. For example, he sings a song. Sing is first form verb. Sang, sung, ring, rang, rung. These are the forms of verb. First form of verb, second form of verb, and third form of verb. And wherever you will see subject, auxiliary verb, but in present is, am, or, and V1 verb first form, ing and O. You can say that this sentence, this statement is present continuous tense. Similarly, we have one more subtype of present tense, that is present perfect tense. What is the formula for present perfect tense? It is subject plus have, has plus V3 plus O. For present perfect, we have subject plus have plus has plus V3 plus O. Subject and have, has is as well auxiliary verb, we can say. V3 is the third form of verb and O is object. O is object. And wherever in a sentence you will see subject plus have, has plus V3 plus O, such type of sentence is present perfect tense. And similarly for present perfect continuous tense we have subject plus have, has plus been plus V1 plus ing plus O. Now we will move to past tense. First subtype of past tense is past simple or past indefinite, we can say. For past simple or past indefinite, there is a formula given in grammar, that is subject plus V2 plus O. Look, what is the difference between present and past here? Look, what is the difference? The difference is only in present simple or present indefinite, there is V1, and in past simple or past indefinite, there is V2, and rest of the formula is one and the same. Rest of the formula is one and the same. Rest of the method is one and the same. Rest of the procedure is one and the same. There is subject and there is subject. V1, V2. Object, object. So what is the difference? The difference is only of verb. Here it is V1 and here it is V2. And rest of the formula is same. Subject remains same, object remains same in both the tenses, whether it is present or past. But what change occurs here? Change occurs only in verb. Here is V1 and here is V2. The formula for past continuous tense is subject plus auxiliary verb plus V1 plus ing plus O. The only difference here between present and past, present continuous and past continuous is only, there is only one difference. Here in present continuous tense we have subject and auxiliary verb is, am, or. Is, am, or is auxiliary verb but only in present. But here it is changed into was and were. The rest of the formula is same. V1, V1, ing, ing, object, object. As you may have seen in this case, what is the change that occurs? The change that occurs is only of the verb. Here is V1 and here is V2. Rest of subject, whether it is subject, object, that remains same. Same is the case with this. Subject remains same, V1 remains same, ing remains same, object remains same. But what is changed? Only form of verb is changed. Auxiliary verb for auxiliary verb here is of present and here it is of past, was and were. Now come to past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Look at the difference. Here we have subject and here we do have subject. Here is auxiliary verb have and has, but here it is changed into had. Have and has is changed into had. when we talk about past tense, past perfect tense. And here is V3, here is also V3. Object, object. Now come to past perfect continuous tense. We have here subject plus have has plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. What happens here? Subject remains the same, have and has been changed.